their vote. And of course, those who have voted to exit Nigeria will definitely be made public. And that publication will be in Finland during the convention. So on this note, those of you who are yet to get your ticket to Finland, please, you know where to go to the administrator, Biafra Security Administration website. That's where you get your ticket to Finland, and make sure that you do it on time, because the limit is still at 1,000. Once it is 1,000, you may not be able to make it to Finland. So please, the space is still limited. And of course, the BLT, the Biafra Liberation Tax, is still something that every Biafran, anywhere you are in the world, you must participate in it. I am very, very commending these people in South Africa. I was surprised to see this particular awareness in the street of South Africa. So whoever that was the one shouting and creating this awareness in South Africa, we commend you, and we need more Biafrans like that, you know, to push the awareness to the street, especially for people to understand that voting in this self-referendum is very important. The people in the homeland are taking the lead. The people in the homeland have recorded over 5 million votes in the homeland. And the Biafrans in diaspora are we are yet to see the effect of the diasporans in the voting. But of course, quite reasonable numbers have voted, but yet we expect to see more of the diaspora participation. It is not just only funding the government and supporting the liberation. The most important thing now, in as much as you are funding the government and the liberation of Biafra, we want to see your vote counted. That is the democratic right that you do not want to miss. So, Dr. Levy, thank you. And I know many people may have questions, so you will give us some time to entertain few questions. And of course, myself will be ready to answer questions. And then after that, we'll call it a day until the next update that will happen after our next move. All right, the media team, you can take it off from here. Thank you. And then, of course, the Minister of Finance, if you have any update on the finance, you know, if you have anything to say about the finance, especially on the importance of participating in the fundraising and other groups that have been created, you know, for the Biafra Liberation Tax. If you want to make a comment on that, you can come in. Otherwise, we go to the comment, general comment, and of course, the question and answer. Thank you. The media team, over to you.
Finance Minister, are you there? The floor is open for questions and answers. Please raise your hand and throw in your questions. The floor is open for question and answers.
Anybody who wants to ask question can raise his hand, and we'll give you like 1 minute to ask question. If there is no question, then we have to start rounding up.
Okay. Ngosina, would you unmute yourself?
Good evening, my beautiful people. Good evening, my Prime Minister. I greet you for your very good work that you have been doing for our people. Am I coming out?
Yes, you're coming out.
Okay. Thank you for your good work that you have been doing to liberate our people from this abject poverty and the suffering that we have been suffering from Nigeria. And my question is, for those of us who have been helping people to be voting online, the receipt with us now is too much, and it is hard for me to identify who is who from the receipt, because the receipts are almost the same thing. I want to know if there will be need at the end of the voting. If everybody is going to be coming with their receipt one by one, how are we going to identify it? Most especially those of us that are voting online, that are helping people to vote. Thank you, my Prime Minister.
You don't need to come with any receipt. All we need to see is to see those numbers rising on our end.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Chinemerem Sam, unmute yourself. Chinemerem Sam, you have the mic.
Yeah, good morning, dear friends. Good morning, my Prime Minister. Good morning, everybody. I have a question. Knowing fully well that Nigeria is so devilish and so evil, very like Satan himself is a Nigerian. So knowing all these things, if they did not appear or respond to this application, what will be our next step? Thank you, sir.
Our next step is exactly what we are doing. We don't care whether they respond or they don't respond. Well, we have formally filed this application, and if they don't respond, it is in the record that we have done it. And our demands and concerns were well stated in that application. Like I said, I'm going to make it public. So we're going to post it public. There is nothing hidden anywhere. So every person who is interested will go and see for themselves. And if Nigeria do not respond, the 2nd of December, after the 2nd of December, we are going to continue what we have planned to do. And of course, the rest will be history. We have defeated Nigeria as of today. You can see them crying. This is a country that spent billions of dollars in their military, whatever, but because the land is against them, the spirit of Biafra that they massacred for over 50, 60 years, they can never be appeased without the freedom of Biafra people. You hear the Chief of Defense Staff claiming that when they go by air to bombard Biafra land, they don't see anything. It is only in the public. That's an open confession that they go to bomb Biafra, but they can't see anything from the air. Have you ever seen anything like that? Where the chief of the defense of a nation will come to a national TV and open mouth and talk anyhow. That they go to bomb Biafra land and they can't see anything from the air. So the land is against them. And more of this confession will come. Just watch and see. So if they don't respond, we don't care. Like I have discussed with our attorney, my intention of doing this is to fulfill every requirement. So that tomorrow, when somebody will come and ask Amarepa, why are you taking this particular step you are taking? I will have enough reason that is reasonable enough for people to support the exit of Biafra. It is the only way to save life of millions of people so that Nigeria will not massacre us again and go free. So we are doing it not just for the record purpose, but also to make sure that those, approach.
No time to wait. With Okta, you can instantly top up your accounts and go trading.
So, according to the Nobel laureate Wole Soyinka, Peter Obi, the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, is totally
also to make sure that those, approach that we talked about, that we followed all of them, not just coming to social media and talk without action. Our action is beyond just self-defense. We take it up to the international legal level, and then, of course, diplomatic level and political level. So it is all approach, all inclusive. That's what we're doing. Like I said, if they don't respond, that is their business. Thank you.
David, unmute yourself. David, unmute yourself. You have the mic.
Good evening, my Prime Minister. Thank you so much for coming to answer questions to the Biafran people. Please, my question is this. We have seen the upsurge of killings, kidnappings, displacement of indigenous populations all over Nigeria, except in Biafra land. And in Biafra land, we have 40 states in Biafra land. We want to know, how have you been able to withstand the invasions by the terrorist state, that it is only in Biafra land that we are not witnessing all these kind of killings. What is the secret behind your doggedness? What is the secret behind your tenacity? And what is the secret behind the positive responses that you give to Biafrans that they can never be killed again like they are killed before?
Because we know the secret of the killing. Self-defense. It is only law that Africans are aliens to. Majority of Africans are aliens to the law of self-defense. So when you see them talking about me, for example, how you must bring someone else to kill, I look at them and laugh. Because it shows that they know nothing about international law and they know nothing about self-defense. They think that when somebody comes to kill you with a gun, you must stay like this to be a law-abiding citizen and let the person kill you so that the next person who the bullet did not hit will cry and make videos and post on social media. No. And one thing we have come to understand is the activation of the law of self-defense. So when they carry AK-47 to kill you, buy AK-47 to defend yourself. And when they hear it, they go gaga. Wow. You want to tell people to carry AK-47? Wow, you are a criminal. You are a terrorist. And they thought by calling me a terrorist will stop me from asking Biafrans to defend themselves with gun when they come with gun to kill you. That is the difference. So they have seen somebody who know what they don't know. Not that I know what they know. I know what they don't know. And that thing they don't know is the law of self-defense. You can imagine where somebody is coming to kill you with a gun and you defend yourself, they turn around and call you a criminal. You can imagine where Nigeria, like you just said, there are killings all over Nigeria. And of course, nobody is doing anything, only to make a video, share on social media, and there is no solution. These villages are being ransacked by terrorists every day. 500 people kidnapped, killed. Nobody is doing anything. They are after Samanekpa. Because Samanekpa have done something none of them can do. And what is it? To preach self-defense, give encouragement to the people on ground, to let them understand that carrying a gun to defend yourself against gun-carrying terrorists is not a crime. That is the fact. It is not a crime anywhere. So only when you know your right, you can be able to do what we're doing. So we know our right, and we know it very well. That's why I am standing here very strongly speaking and waiting for anybody to do anything. And let me ask the person, under which law and under which international law are you going to call me a criminal for asking Biafrans to defend themselves against the barbarism and terrorism of Nigeria state? So my brother, they can never defeat us with the barrels of the guns. And also, I've made it very clear, Nigeria continue to use guns and bullets to keep one Nigeria, and the people at the receiving end are Biafrans. That have ended. It's not going to continue anymore. You can't keep Nigeria one with guns and bullets in this 21st century. Not possible. So we are going to give it to them bullet by bullet, iron to iron, gun to gun, until the world listen and know that we have a very valid reason to ask for our own freedom under self-determination. It's something we have done to other parts of the world. Why are we different? So this right, we are standing gidigam on it. Thank you.
Yeah, can I add something, Mr. Prime Minister?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
It is a human right. It's a human right to defend yourself. They don't talk about that much, but we know that it's a human right. And we can point to our brothers in Ambazonia, the Ambazonian Defense Force. Its leader, Ayaba, is a free man. He's not being arrested. So that shows you that it's a human right. It's a human right to defend yourself. And they don't talk about that, but the fact is you cannot be arrested for promoting self-defense when someone comes to kill you. End of story on that.
Thank you very much.
Farmer Diana, over to you.
Thank you, my Honorable PM and COS and Dr. Levy for this wonderful press. Thank you for giving this press briefings. It's also have given us the much needed wealth of information that we're seeking for. For that, I say thank you very much. And I also like to use this opportunity to speak to the Biafrans in diaspora. I realize it's important, our jobs are very important because we're chasing money to fund this liberation and freedom. But please, each and every one of us should try and make out time to complete your voting and then do your registration for Finland. And I'm hoping to see all of you there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Diana. Solomon, unmute yourself. Solomon, unmute yourself. David, if you have another question, go ahead. Your hand is up.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. My Prime Minister, I want to ask this question. You said by suing Nigeria in an African court, we know that Nigerian government wield a significant influence in Africa. Don't you think the outcome of that court case will be influenced by the corruption or corruptive tendencies of the Nigerian government?
You probably did not listen to what I answered. Were you the one who asked for the previous question?
No, not really, sir.
So, and you think that I have not addressed this question? I said, we don't care. What we have done is the right thing. So let us wait. We cannot just start flogging the issue on the internet. That is the problem of Nigeria. That's the Nigerian mentality. You go to the social media and have court hearing. It is called public opinion. We don't do that. We have done what we believe is the right thing. Allow the African court to do whatever they have to do with the case. You don't come here and start giving them, start doing the Nigeria way, because Nigeria is when people go to court, they will go to social media and have the trial. They will go to NTA News, they will go to Channel Television. That's where the trial is taking place. They call it public opinion. Nigeria judicial system is a mess. It is based on public opinion. When people sue you to court, they will go to social media and start debating it. You will see analysts. They will be, and then the judges in the case will be listening to them and who the people are supporting most. That's how they're going to rule the case. And that is completely rubbish. That's why Nigeria don't have a working, justice system. So we don't do this same thing here. The Biafra government has done the right thing, which is taking Nigeria to court, and it is Nigeria versus Biafra. So let's see how the African Union is going. This is a very peculiar case. It's not just anyhow thing. You need to go through the document and see the point and the wording of this document, and you see what the Biafra government has done. So let us watch and see how the African Union Court will handle it. And we don't need to give them opinion on that. Thank you.
Okay. Can I ask one more question?
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes. My Prime Minister, you said over 6 million Biafrans have voted so far in the self-referendum. I want to ask you, sir.
Only in Biafra land.
Okay, only in Biafra land, like you said.
Homeland, yes.
Okay, I want to ask you, sir, are you impressed so far by the turnout of the voting, and what do we expect in the second phase? Thank you, sir.
I am very, very impressed. Do you know why? Because of the disenfranchisement of the Nigeria state, security threat, and many risks involved. We've seen where our people have been kidnapped in part of the riverine area in former Akwa Ibom. Some people were kidnapped there by the Nigeria state, while they gather in a compound for the voting. And we have seen a lot of harassment here and there. So I'm very, very proud, and for the results so far. And also remember that in the beginning, it was only the online voting. We find out that online voting, because of there is no light, no electricity, our people are not very conversant with using this modern technology and all that. Remember, this is the first time ever that many people are even participating in electoral process. First time ever. So many people do not have the email, the Gmail to be able to participate. So that's another disenfranchisement on its own. We also noticed this, a lot of complaint from Biafrans. We change the the situation, and then we change the pattern. And again, we find out that also we needed to have electoral officials. We also provided electoral officials for this particular exercise. They were also facing with a lot of challenges, of course, kidnapping from the Nigerian state and all that. So yes, with all but you see the resilience in Biafra people, the zeal in them to let us do this sacrifice and see how it will end. And that particular resilience is what is giving me power today, because I see Biafrans are voting. You can see the videos all over social media. We are posting it. Just the one we decide to post. Many of the videos will be played in Finland during the convention. But most of the videos that you see, we don't want to show their faces because of security reasons. Because Nigeria state does not give the enabling ground to compete with them. If they can do that, believe me, we don't need to carry a gun to defend ourselves. But because they don't give you the enabling playing ground to be able to compete, to see who the people we support and who is having the loyalty of the people. Biafra government is definitely having the loyalty of Biafra people, 99.9%. That we have demonstrated during the sit at home. But they will tell you that people are afraid of coming out during the sit at home. And as stupid as this sounds, they're actually using it to make press statement. They tell you people are scared to die. And if you are claiming that people are scared to die, which means you've actually lost every right, every legitimacy to become a government. You cannot protect your people, and you cannot guarantee their safety to come out in the territory you claim to be controlling. It means you've lost legitimacy to continue to be a government, right? Who does that? When a security officer in a state will come to tell you people are scared of dying, that's why they are not coming out. It's a complete blatant lie. It is because the Biafra people are resilient. We've trained and nurtured them on what freedom is all about. And that the freedom does not come very easily, and they have embraced it, and they are ready to sacrifice anything. So it beat Nigeria imagination that in this age, after all the mental slavery of the Biafra people, thinking that Biafra, they think that they have deceived and changed everything about Biafra people, that they all love money. So now, when they give you peanut, you will take it and betray your people. Many people are still doing that, but majority we have delivered. And today, they can see the resilience of Biafra people. So they have failed. Biafra are sitting at home because they are ready to do anything for this freedom. And they have seen that we have the key to it, and we will never disappoint them. And like I've always said, if you disappoint me, you will never succeed. Thank you.
Solomon, over to you.
Good evening. Good evening here in Biafra land. I am Solomon from Elda State, former Ebonyi State. I sincerely appreciate this meeting and this update. Special thanks to our Prime Minister, the gallant soldier, and in fact, you are one in a million man. I appreciate you so much. Your record and your effort is well noted. I don't actually have much question, but then I want to ask the voting process. Like me, I voted online even before now. There are some gathering of the voting and the venues of voting. I don't know how some of them can be made known to us so that we can tell people, see where we can get it, see how we can get it done. Fine. I know it may not be announced publicly here, but then with this, I can get it. I can provide my email and let the information be dropped to me, so that I will locate them and then know how we can get it in Biafra, especially in Elda State or Abakaliki State. So that is one part of my question. Then on the side
Thank you very much. Let me address this one first, please. First of all, you know that Biafra has 40 states, and in that 40 states, in each state we have 15 counties, and in each county we have 5 districts. And all these counties have their heads. And all the 5 districts in each county also have their heads of district. So the governance is actually from the grassroots. That's the mathematics that have kept Nigeria like somebody deflecting on the air and the flies are confused. You know that adage in Igbo land, right? Aro anyoro n'enu na agba ijijigharị. That is the point. So what you are looking for you to have access to that, you must be deep-rooted into the Biafra de facto government, like I've just explained. So if you are not deep-rooted into the Biafra Republic government, just continue to help the people as you have been helping them online. But like I said, from the county level down to the district, each state have 75 districts. And in this 75 district have 75 heads, plus the 15 county head, plus the executive of the state. So the governance is completely captured the entire Biafra land. That's what people don't know. And this is happening in Biafra land. Today, the Biafra liberation tax in the de facto government is improving on monthly basis. So if you are not part of this particular structure I've mentioned now, just continue to help people online. Thank you.
All right. Well appreciated. In fact, it's an articulated governance. Because personally, I've tried to see how I can penetrate to get involved. But you can never
penetrate until you are deported into it.
It's also tight. All right. Let me stop there for now and let's progress. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Teddy Megano, unmute yourself, please. Teddy Megano, you have the mic?
Okay. My question.
We cannot hear him.
Have direct emotional relationship with the litigation. Others actually humiliation in right from justice. Can you hear me?
We can't hear you, Teddy. You're breaking.
Can you hear me?
Now you're go ahead now. Maintain that pitch. Just maintain the pitch you're speaking now and come close to your device. Unmute yourself. Galaxy A20, unmute yourself. You have the mic? Go ahead.
Of this briefing, I'm proud to be here for this broadcast, and I want to say big thank you. I've got two questions. Number one is concerning the voting. Like some of us that have voted during the first state of voting, online voting, but we don't have the voting card. We couldn't keep it. Do you have any issue with that? Because I've seen online on the handle of the Prime Minister where some other handles where emphasis has been laid so much on the need for us to have the card. But then, during voting, they use their real age, date of birth to vote. And now they are using passport, Nigeria passport, which is now. How can they go about that when it comes to issue of ID? They don't apply the ID also. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I don't know if I actually understand your question, but if you have voted in the first phase, you don't need to vote for the second phase. You can only vote once, only once. One person, one vote. And if you don't have your evidence of voting, we have it in the record. You vote online, we have you in the record. So whenever we want to do something concerning the people that participated in the self-referendum, we will go to the archive of this Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Your voting and your information is there. So, and I think you don't necessarily have to keep your card as such, because we have those data if we need it. Thank you.
During this voting, we use our date of birth. During the voting, the online voting.
Where are you voting from?
In South Africa.
So you should be more concerned about your Biafra liberation tax, not about the voting, not about your information in the voting. Focus more on your Biafra liberation tax if you are in diaspora. And South Africa happen to be in diaspora. So are you part of the family in South Africa?
Well, I haven't got any question, but I'm
all right, that's where you are going to have problems, not in the voting. So go and sort yourself. You see the video that was just played now, they say it's from South Africa. And I don't know whether you know the person. So, we don't want you people to get killed every time in South Africa. You need a country that you can be very proud of, so that people can come and you teach them how to be a civilized human being. Not where you will go and they will be hunting you like animal. So go and join your family there, South Africa. We have a very formidable force in South Africa at this point. And I know that with the development and the event that is coming in coming weeks, South Africa will be swept by the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. And it is the right thing to do. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Right, Dr. Onyeka Okoli, unmute yourself.
Members, and just hold it there. This person that just spoke now from South Africa, the person speaking here is Dr. Coley. Dr. Coley is the acting liaison officer admin of South Africa. So as you can see the name, you can search it in the comment section and write a direct message to him so you can connect. Thank you. Go ahead, Dr. Coley.
Okay, thank you. I want to... On your camera. Those that want to on their camera can on them now, please. Thank you. You want me to on my camera? You want me to on my camera? Ask question, but to give clarity and further insight to the video that was shared here earlier that emanated from South Africa. I happen to be in South Africa, so I speak as somebody who have the first-hand information of what is happening to Biafrans. We have a great evil befalling us in this country, and I believe a similar thing is also perhaps happening in some other countries. That video and that van parked there with our brother on top of that van speaking, that van was carrying the dead body of a Biafran. We are being killed in this country on a daily basis, and unfortunately, we Biafrans are like orphans in this country, because Nigerian government knows that most of the citizens, of course, will carry that Nigerian passport here. They know that they are Biafrans, so they don't care. They don't care. As far as we are concerned, they can continue to kill us on a daily basis. So his body was taken to the workshop where he works as a last homage before he's flown back home. And the guy, if you remember, he gave a statistics of the number of Biafrans that were killed in 2021, he mentioned, or 2022, because that guy have a funeral parlor. If you look at the side of that vehicle, you see it has a Biafran flag. So all Biafrans who are carried, he's directly involved in sending their bodies back home. He's frustrated, he's sad, he's distraught. And if you look at the people that gathered around there, you see the distraught look in their faces that, yes, there again, we are sending back home the body of one of us. I was personally involved, and who is killing these people? We all know that South Africans are quite xenophobic. South Africa have had this, I don't know whether it's competitive or ego thing that they don't like us because we are hardworking people. I'm not saying you have good citizens in this country, but in every society, you have the good, you have the bad, you have the ugly. Even in their police will have the ugly rogue police that goes around harassing our people who are doing business here. Sometimes they try to extort money from them by forcing them into confessing that they're doing crimes, forcing them that have to pay them bribe for them to be able to. And sometimes when
yes,
you
Dr. Coley, yes. Please, we are not in this particular briefing now for this, detailed information.
Okay.
We just go straight to this particular focus on this press release today.
Thank you.
And
Yes.
so we are going to entertain just 2 more questions, and then we'll call it a day. So those who will be, wanting to ask questions can join me again on my next space or on the State of the Nation before the sit at home, which is coming on the 29th, 30, and 31st. So the sit at home that is coming, which has been widely reported by the Zoo media, as you all can see, is to make sure that Biafrans, who have not voted, to take their time and participate in this self-referendum in your district, in your locality, in your villages. Make sure you comply with the electoral officials when they come and those who are very close to you. So Biafrans are urged to sit at home from the 29th to the 31st of May. And of course, so we are going to use these 3 days to be a very exceptional day for the Biafra liberation and of course in the history of this Biafra. For the very first time, self-referendum under the Biafra Republic government in exile is taking place. So please let us focus on that. Biafrans are urged to sit at home from the 29th, 30, and 31st day of May 2024. From 6 to 6, there will be no movement. And I want everybody to understand that those who think that they are supporting one Nigeria, the Nigeria government will be the one to eliminate you in order to blackmail someone. But they have done it in the past. They thought that when they kill people in Enugu, we are going to run away and abandon sit at home. They kill people and destroy their property in Ebonyi. They thought after doing that, we are going to chicken out. They also did it in Onitsha. They did it in different parts of Biafra land. Thinking that when they attack our people, and they say, oh, it is because Amanekwa puts it at home. That's why people were being attacked. We are going to stop. No. If you fall a victim, blame yourself. Don't say we didn't tell you, because we are fighting to make sure you have a better life and a better country. Do not allow Nigeria to push you to your early grave, because they are going to use it as propaganda, and nobody is going to ask questions about you. There are people who have died in the past, and till today, nobody asks their family how they are feeling and what has happened to them. So when we are doing this, it is for your best interest. Nigeria is a very bad, very terrorist country that did not want them to use you to shine against Amanekwa. Because nothing is going to stop me, believe me, till the declaration and defense of Biafra. Because after 2nd of December, the main struggle and liberation of Biafra will start. Not now. We have not started anything. Because then Nigeria will actually wake up. That thing that I have been seeing is no longer a dream. It's going to start after 2nd of December. And I know that before 2nd of December, they will do everything in this earth to stop Biafra. But they can never succeed. We've gone far. 1 million steps ahead of them. And every step they make, we know. So please, we focus on this particular goal. And those who did not have the opportunity to ask questions, I can see a lot of hands are up. We make sure that I'll be dragging Dr. Levy here every once in a while to come and give an update on our progress so far, because we have, like I said, many things we are doing for Biafra people on international stage and international level. So, and this update will be coming as we make progress, and we'll be briefing Biafrans. Everybody should understand that it is not just about gun, bullet, and weapons. No, all those things are just what we use to defend ourselves while we continue to fight diplomatically in international stage to make sure that we follow every lender principle according to international law. I want to thank every one of you for being part of this particular press briefing, and journalists that are here that needed more information, especially the filing to the AU. We're going to make it public on our space, on our X handle, sorry, in the next few minutes after this press briefing. So go there and report. When you are reporting, make sure you report what you hear. Make sure you report what is in the document. Don't go and write that Simon Ekpa drag Yoruba to court, or it is not Simon Ekpa that it is dragging Nigeria to court. It is the Biafra government. Do not go and twist this particular milestone that the Biafra government in exile has achieved. It is not Simon Ekpa. It is the Biafra government. Write it the way it is. It is Nigeria versus Biafra. And we are expecting to hear how these things will unfold in the coming months. I want to thank every one of you for your support so far. Remember, tomorrow is the fundraising of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. And I was expecting the Minister of Finance. I don't know if he's here, because we need finance and we need support like never before. So those with ideas, should come forward, because the more we are going deeper into this, the more resources are needed to face our enemy head on. But whether we are winning, we are winning. And we know that in the right time, a lot of things will happen, with time. So Dr. Levy, I thank you very much. It was very nice working with you up to this point, and you are very conversant with the Biafra and the Nigeria thing for a very long time with your experience, and it was good to work with you so far. I'm very, very happy with what I've seen. I expect more. And of course, fellow Biafrans, there are many, many people that are working together with the Biafra government. But of course, as we proceed and make a historic move, you are going to be seeing them one after the other. I thank you all for bringing out your time for this particular press briefing today. May God bless Biafra. May God bless you. May God bless the Biafra Defense Force. May God bless the men and the resoluteness of the Biafra cabinet, the ministers, all of you. Airborne for the Biafra Liberation Army.
Airborne. Airborne. Thank you, Prime Minister.
God bless Biafra. There one.
Thank you. We'll check the BDF and then as we close.
All right.
and bye for now. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, everyone. Have a blessed day. Bye.